we are going to talk about the mistakes of the other people. Why did they end up like they can't support their needs until when they get older, until now? And this is what I see what happened. You know, some of the people, they did not work all their life, or they work all their life, but they did not save money. So they did not plan their future ahead of time. So because they didn't think that one day, you know, when they get older, they're not gonna be needing any more money. But the truth is wrong. That's the time that you will need money actually for when you get older, you know. That's the time that you will need the money the most, okay? Because they thought that, oh, okay, when I get older, I can get away with all the bills, with all the expenses. But the truth is, living in this earth is free. It's not. You gotta have to earn money to survive, okay? And they think that, okay, it's good that God gave us life, you know, but living in this world is kind of like difficult if you don't know how to survive, okay? But once you learn how to survive, it will not gonna be as difficult, okay? So this is what I said. Some people, they did not plan their retirement. They did not save up some money either. So I see that in my own parents, you know. And then they have so much children despite of the times that they couldn't afford, you know. Like I told you, remember, my mother has 9 children. Okay, my dad died when I was 3 months, when my mother was 3 months pregnant with me. And so she has 4 children, okay. So he died, so she met my stepdad, and then they also have 5 children together. So the total became 9, okay. And my stepdad, he also have his 4 children already when he met my mom. So they combined 9 plus 5. Is that 5 or 4? Actually 4, sorry. So 9 plus 4, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. So total of 13 children living in one house, 3-bedroom house with 1 bathroom outside the house. Yes, that was way different. Okay, so yeah, and then only my stepdad working, but it wasn't like work that you get the benefits, like you get the social security. It's nothing like that. It's more on like side hustle. It's no permanent job. So it's like cutting log. That was his job back then when I was in my elementary. I remember that. I don't know how much he made. All I know is that one time he will have a job, like maybe, okay, you get lucky if you get job for like a month or 2 or 3, then, you know, yeah, you're lucky because you get money. But then they don't think about like what will happen when they run out of job. What will happen when when his job is gone or done? Then how are you gonna continue to support the living? They don't have that point of view. Okay, so they got older until now. My stepdad, I think he's on his 86. I think, I'm not sure how old he is. All I know he's really old. And then my mom, she is now 61 years old. So yeah, and yeah, until now they don't have bank account, they don't have savings, so they don't have retirement. So the only way that they support their living is from their children. Yeah, and that is the way that I said to myself that I'm not gonna repeat that cycle to me, you know. If I will have my own children, I will make sure that I can afford my own life, my own children, and that I will make sure that when I get older, I can still support or sustain myself, you know, for when my son move out and live on his own life, you know. Yeah, that's what I wanted that's how I see my life going. Okay, that's how I see my future lies ahead, and that's what I wanted to do too for when I get older. So I was 18 or 19 when I discovered that, oh yeah, I need a job, I need money, I need a job to survive, I need money to survive, I need savings, so that way my savings is the one that will help me to continue living, to support my needs. Because I figured that, oh, right, I need job to pay my bills, my rent, my electric, my water, my phone bill, grocery, money for transportation, and anything like that. And so I said, oh God, what happened to me? And so that the anxiety builds up, anxiety builds up growing up. And mostly when I turned 19, that's how my anxiety helps me to awaken my mind. And so I said, oh yeah, I need a job. What will happen to me if I run out of job? How am I gonna sustain my needs? How am I gonna sustain my life? How am I gonna sustain my bills? And being here or at home is not gonna help me out. And so that's why I decided to work abroad. And then even now that I'm here now in the U.S., mostly now, and I learn more and more. Getting older, I learn more and more that it is very important to save money, because I see a lot of people, like I said, I already see my future. What will happen to me if I repeat the same cycle as my parents had, Like I said, I already see what will happen to me because I already reflect that to my parents. I said if I will do the same cycle, then I will just repeat the same cycle and the same problem that they are having right now. And I don't want that. And so that's why until now, even I'll be 40 in September. I finally, see that I'm not going to be like them, because I said to myself, I can avoid that. I'm going to be working until I get old, and until I can, until I save up for my retirement also. And that will help me for when I get older, because like I said, I don't want to repeat the same cycle as my parents. I don't want my child to suffer. I don't want him to think about me, how he gonna support me in him if I don't have a job anymore, because I know how hard it is, because that's what I've been going through even until now. Yeah, because I'm still supporting my mom even until now. And like I said, my child already moved out and living on his own, but my mother never it seems like she never takes accountability of her life. And so yeah, but I couldn't just stop. I wish I could just stop helping. Or one time in my mind, or a lot of times in my mind, that I thought about this: what if I just cut off my family? I just cut them off for good, and never comes back, or never. Well, actually, I was never back in the Philippines ever since before when I left. Well, I only came back one time, but then that was like 6 years ago, and never again. But I'm saying is, in my mind, I play this role that, I question myself. I said, what if I just cut off my family, mostly my mom, cut them off, my siblings. But then, in my mind and back on my mind again, but who's gonna support her? Well, my other siblings are there. They can still continue to support her. But I feel bad because, I know that they are struggling too. And I said, I wish that so easy, but I can't do that, And I said to my mind, just Lord help me. How can I help my mother without me struggling, without me getting to feel like it was like such a pain, because they don't understand how I feel, or she don't understand how I feel every time I'm trying to fix her. I'm trying to help her how to become self-sufficient. It never happens. It's like I just I just build something and it just crushes. It just fall apart. That's how I felt every time, because nothing works. It's like I've tried so many ways how to help my mother, how to make her, become a self-sufficient. I told her, here's the business, start with the business so that way you can earn money. And when you learn how to make this business big, how to grow the money, and then this money will help you to sustain your needs. Then you won't need us. As you won't need your children, you won't need to rely on us if you have your own money. I mean, we're gonna still send you money, but it's good that if you have your own business, so that way, in case of emergency, you will have your source of income. You will have your money. But I guess she got scared knowing that we're gonna stop sending money to her. That's what happened. So that's why she never moved up. And I felt so frustrated that time. I felt like, oh my God, my child is already moved out and my mother never will. And that's how I feel, even though she's living on like far away from me and on her own, and not on her own with her other children, but I mean is we have different house. And I felt like in my mind I was like, she never even helped us. She never even supported us when we were kids. She gave up on us when we were in 6th grade, and now she's here, and now we've been still financially supporting her until I've been still supporting her for like 19 years now, and nothing changed, nothing happens, and it was so frustrated. And I said I prayed. I said to Lord that, Lord help me. How am I gonna help my mother when she don't even want to help herself? I wanted to help her how to become self-sufficient, but how? Nothing that I did to her works. I wanted to help her how to have a business, but nothing works. Every business that I gave to her, nothing works. They only last. You get lucky if it lasts for like a week. But after that, it's none. It's gone. There's no business, there's no money. It's like I feel like I just, waste all my money. And that's how I feel. And I feel like in my mind, I don't even give this much money to my child. And then she's getting this much money, but then she's not even helping to support herself. Even though I explained it to her, I told her, it's good if you have your own money. It's good that if you become self-sufficient, if you have this business, because this money, I told you, this business is good. This will help you to sustain your living, to sustain your life, to sustain whatever you need, that you don't have to rely to your children. That's what I wanted to express to her. That's what I wanted to tell her, but she don't understand that, the idea of that. And she think the idea of that is like leaving her or abandoning her. But it's not actually. We don't plan to abandon her. Even though we just wanted to help herself. We just wanted to make her become self-sufficient. So that way it will not be hard for her and it will not be hard for her children too. But nothing works. So I still trying to figure it out how am I gonna change that. But now she's in her 61, and it feels like it gotten more like harder, because she thinks that it's the end of her life. She's 61 and that she can't do nothing anymore because she's too old. That's what her belief in now. So yeah, that's what I wanted to share, and I hope you guys have a wonderful day. This is my day off today, and I'm so glad. That's why I have time to do the vlogging. Yeah. All right. So bye. Have a good day. Thank you for watching.